Hey everyone, this is SpyFan101. I'm here today to talk about the latest trailer that came out today, named named Star Wars Resistance. Now this is a new show for the Disney Channel, and I really like Disney Channel, especially when it comes to the shows that they have now that's based on movies. Like Big Hero 6, the series is phenomenal. You know, I'm doing weekly reviews on Big Hero 6 series because, you know, Big Hero 6 is my favorite movie of all time, alongside Power Rangers. It's the first, Big Hero 6 and Power Rangers are the first, and I'm talking about that Power Rangers, by the way, not the corny Power Rangers, but Big Hero 6 and Power Rangers are the two movies where, for the first time ever, I had to give two slots I had to give two movies the #1 spot. I even created a graphic for it. Here it is. But that's not what we're here to talk about right now. What we're here to talk about is Star Wars Resistance. Now, here's the thing. I love Star Wars, alright? Rogue One, loved it. The original 6 movies, loved them. Star Wars The Force Awakens, loved it. Star Wars The Last Jedi, loved it. Star Wars Rebels Season 1, loved it. Star Wars Rebels Season 2, loved it. Star Wars Rebels Season 3, loved it. I don't own Star Wars Rebels Season 4 yet, but I loved it. And I love Solo, seeing as though I have a poster of Kira in the back. And I haven't seen Clone Wars since childhood, so of course I need to rewatch that, but I love that too. So, I love Star Wars. Even though Episode 1 and 2, they have problems, but, you know, they're still fine. They're still fine in my book. Here's the thing about this. I like this storyline. Like, I like the concept of it. Like, it takes place in the new trilogy. Because one thing we haven't, like, besides Star Wars Forces of Destiny, which I love too, we haven't had a show or anything that takes place in the new trilogy. It's always like the original trilogy or the prequel trilogy. It's never the new trilogy. So I like that we're going into the new trilogy now and seeing what they're doing off screen. So I do like that. I also like that we're focusing on new characters this time. We're not focusing on Poe, although he is in the show. We're not focusing on Poe or Finn or, well, I'm not going to say Rey, because if Rey was the main character of this show, I would be ecstatic. But I don't even think she's in this. Is she in this? I'm not sure. But I like that we're focusing on new characters, because what the Star Wars franchise does, which I really love, that they focus on new characters while at the same time having characters that we already know and love, like mentor the new characters, like from the side or from like a different perspective, if you could say that, which I really like. And that's the best thing about Star Wars Rebels, in my opinion. Upon the masterful storytelling, the amazing animation, and the overall just greatness of Star Wars Rebels, I feel like the fact that they focused on new characters is something that I really appreciated. But here's where it's kind of turned me off a bit. It's the animation. Now, the animation in this kind of reminded me of a show named Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. If you don't know what that is, I'll put a picture of it here. Yeah, I haven't watched the show yet, but I've been hearing some good things, so I'm going to be watching it soon. But, well, I'm going to be checking it out soon to see how it is. But The animation kind of remind me of that, but mixed in with 2D drawing, and it's kind of weird. Because, like, maybe I just need to get used to it, and that's something that I need to do with the Marvel Spider-Man series. Because the animation in that, when it was first starting, kind of threw me off a bit. But now, when I watch it, I'm, like, used to it, so it doesn't really bother me anymore. But this animation is definitely going to have to take some getting used to, because it just looks weird, you know. It looks very weird, and plus, like, I know Dave Filoni's working on this, and Dave Filoni worked on Star Wars Rebels and Star Wars: The Clone Wars, so there's no reason why and Star Wars: Forces of Destiny, by the way. And so there's no reason that this show is not greatness, which it will be, because Dave Filoni's working on it. But you know, it's just that animation that's off-putting to me. Because yeah, this show could have masterful storytelling. It really could. And it looks like, based off the premise, that it's going to have that. But the one thing that's throwing me off is that animation. I just have to say it. But besides that, I am looking forward to it. I think this show is a great idea. It'll further develop the new trilogy. Maybe focus on things that we don't get to focus on in the movies. Maybe show a different side of the Resistance, or a different side of Poe Dameron than we've seen before. And all that stuff is really interesting to me, so I'm looking forward to it. And yes, the animation is going to take some getting used to, but you know, if it means showing off a new side of a different side of the new trilogy, then I really respect that. And plus, the movies from the new trilogy are some of my favorite Star Wars movies, especially this one. I mean, I love them both, but you know, like, come on. So yeah, I'm Spyful on the one, same peace.